Good morning, everyone, or good evening. I don't know, good afternoon, maybe. Welcome. Welcome to you all. Give me just a small sign that you can hear me and see me properly. Well, it's 7 a.m. in the morning here, so properly is probably too good a word. Okay. So, yeah, welcome to you all, friends. Steady Sangha. Last day of the week, last day of our exploration with Christine. Thank you, Christine, for this wonderful week. Very peaceful, deep exploration, but also a very peaceful moment of practice. Thank you. Okay, good. I see that everyone can see me and hear me. So I'm not taking long. It's just that I just wanted to thank Christine and thank you all for your presence, your steadiness. It's been almost 90 people every day. It's quite remarkable, I have to say. And of course, this is Friday, so as you may have seen from the beginning of the streaming, it's Dana Drum Day. You all know Martin. His wording and his imagination are almost limitless. So I think this is quite a nice image he found for the Dana Day, being by the seaside. Oh, well, summer was a bit windy, but as a climate crisis bonus, these past few weeks have been like the Caribbean. So this image of this guy playing the drums in the water seemed quite refreshing for the morning. So yeah, all of this is it's a heartfelt place. It's a heart work. Ongoing thing that we all have, us working for Sangha Live, with Sangha Live, you as the Sangha that we're part of as well. But none of this runs without funds. It runs from the heart and freely worked and freely offered, but not free of cost. So we have increasing costs to the increasing amount of offering that we want to do. And the only thing we have to support it is your generosity. So if you can offer, I will leave the Dana link into the chat box. Today is the day. As all of the Dana that is offered through this week and today until midnight will be also shared with Christine, because the teachers are also need support. They offer their wisdom, their time, their practice, their experience to guide us, to support us the best they can. So let us also support them the best we can. And this is it. Let's dive into presence and hopefully engage a little more at the end. If you have any more questions that can't be answered, those things that show up afterwards, put them in the chat. I will take them and post them in the Connect Sangha Live webpage. Thank you, friends, for this week. Wishing you a peaceful weekend and a very good session. See you soon.
Thank you, George. Thank you for your gentle reminder of Dana. And welcome you all back to presence. So, what do I have to tell you today about presence? Not much more. I'll try to wrap it up the best I can. So, presence, sitting at the heart of everything, free from everything. Presence, sati in Pali, can also be translated as awareness, mindfulness, remembering. I love the word presence because it conveys a sense of wholeness, of embodiment. I like also the word remembering because there's a lot to remember. We need to remember to come back here, right here, over and over again. Because presence is a practice, a training. A practice, a training in meditation, of course, and in daily life, in all different aspects of our life. Playground is life. So presence is about accessing a direct sense of reality. Mostly before thoughts arise, mostly before concepts arise. So we access this direct felt sense of reality and we embody it. It comes through the body, actually. We embody reality as it is happening now. And we go with the flow of reality that is unfolding moment to moment. Presence is an inquiry, I would say. That's the way I practice it a lot. We listen and we attune to what is here. Presence requires courage. The courage to show up here in the good moments and the less good moments. Like all arts, the art of presence requires some discipline, gentle discipline. We need to show up, but we don't want the discipline to be like in the military. We don't want to add shoulds a harsh way, I should be here, 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 here. No, gentle presence, loving presence when we show up. At the heart of our experience, at the heart of everything, is love, peace, joy. We need to refine our presence and listen. Is there joy here in this moment? Often it's subtle. Is there some space here? Refining our listening. Presence requires trust. We need to learn to trust what is arising in our body. all the information that is coming from our body, the felt sense. And also trusting intuition. What else? Yeah. We also need to learn how to let go of the past. Past experience can be very helpful and sometimes is not, because it can obstruct what is happening here. As if we knew already how things were going to unfold. So we need to come back to the experience that is unfolding now and to relate to it afresh. So that is about the past. And about the future, we also need to let go of too much anticipation about the future, which can also obstruct our listening capacity to what is happening here. If we anticipate everything, we're not right here. And often we are worrying about something that won't happen. In the Bhaddekarata Sutta, the Buddha says, I'll read this for you. You shouldn't chase after the past or place expectations on the future. What is past is left behind. The future is as yet unreached. Whatever quality is present, you clearly see right there, right there. Yes, so clearly seeing right there, right there, in the body, acknowledging whatever is here, in the head, in our neck, in our shoulders, in our arms, in our chest, in our belly, in our back, in our butt, in our legs and feet, acknowledging what is here in our flesh, in our muscles, in our bones, listening. Acknowledging. Embodying. Thich Nhat Hanh says that the most precious gift you can give to the one you love is presence. And this week we have mostly inquired into our experience of presence. And so I add, presence is also the most precious gift we can offer to ourselves. Here, in all territories of life, offering presence to our skills, our vulnerabilities, our successes, our failures, to be here with our shadows, our dreams, to be here for the visible and the subtle, the invisible. To be here for what is pleasant and unpleasant, owning it all, bowing to it all. At the heart of our experience lies stillness, like at the center of a tornado lies stillness. When we are here, we can access this stillness. At the heart of our being is also love. When we are present, we access love, stillness, beauty, and also meaning. Presence reveals meaning. Presence reveals life. Presence reveals freeness. Practicing presence. Here is an example from my daily life of how I practice presence. Not that my life is that interesting, but just to give a little flesh to what I'm saying. This is how I practiced yesterday afternoon. Yesterday afternoon, I was working and I noticed that there was some tiredness here. What came up for me was a judgment. Oh, tiredness. And then I thought, tiredness, is that good or bad? Dropping the judgment, coming back to the felt sense of that tiredness. How does that tiredness feel in the body? Oh, I noted, some heaviness in my chest. This wanting to yawn coming through my throat, and yawning, letting myself yawn. Can I taste this tiredness? Can I taste it more? Can I hold it? Can I be gentle with it? Can I explore it? Afresh, anew. As if I was discovering tiredness for the first time. Well, that didn't quite happen that way. I noticed all the thoughts arising in my mind, all the thoughts about tiredness. Judgment again, as if tiredness was a failure. And I was noticing how the filter of tiredness, the filter past experiences of tiredness, was tainting my experience here. I had a sense of things being gloomy and gray, drab stories creeping up. So I asked myself, are these stories useful? Are these stories helpful? No. dropping the story. Here and there, dropping the story. And in that moment, noticing a small space opening. We need not miss that moment. After we drop the story, space, freeness, right here in this small moment. And I inquired with the story, is something needed right here? Is some resource needed? And what came up for me was, yes, I need a break. When I start working, it's not that easy for me to take a break. I have this habit of going on and on. But what came up for me as I inquired was, take a break. And so I thought, okay, do I need a nap? Take a bath? Take a walk? Yes, a walk. And this is where I needed just a little input of courage to put on my shoes and walk out of the door. Okay. That's how I practiced yesterday. And to finish this talk before we meditate together, you know, Christian Bobin. Christian Bobin is a well-known, very prolific French contemporary poet. And he's been translated in English. So he wrote a book. What is it called now? Yeah, of course. He wrote a book called Pure Presence. And in the book, Christian Bobin visits his father. His father is in a caring home, has Alzheimer's disease. And alternating with his visits to his father at the caring home, Bobin holds a conversation with a tree outside his window. For Bobin, trees are models of acceptance, which is not the same as resignation. So the book, Pure Presence, starts like this. The tree outside the sitting room window. Each morning, I ask it, what's new today? The reply, hundreds of leaves, comes back without a pause. Everything. So let's inquire into what's new. Let's meditate. Finding our seat right here. At the heart of everything. Wherever we are, however we are. Grounding. Growing up, up towards the sky. Without losing our ground. Aware of our breath. What is new? My breath today, we might ask. Attuning into our breath. Sensing. Sensing. Resting on the flow of it all happening. The bliss of resting on the flow of life right here. at the heart of everything unfolding here, bowing to it all, bowing. Again and again, coming back to the direct relationship with what is happening now in the body. A new, a fresh, new moment. Bowing to it all. In this gentle bow, in this gentle acceptance of what is happening now. Notice, take in the freeness it conveys. Free to be here. Alive. And when things get rough, perhaps in the body or in the mind, notice if perhaps the story is taking up too much space. Perhaps it is not helpful. Perhaps we can drop it. Taking in the space after dropping the story. Enjoying that small space, opening up. And if things are a little too rough in the body right now, see if it's possible, perhaps, to shift your attention to locate the place in the body that is okay. And for a resource, resting there for a while, hanging out there. Taking a break. What is new in this moment? What is new? In this breath. the bliss of the new, right here at the heart of everything, unfolding as it is unfolding. May we all see, sense, intuit the bliss of the new unfolding here at the heart of everything. So we still have some time here together for questions and answers. If you have some, I'm happy to answer the best I can. So I see in the chat that Lois, I don't know how to pronounce your name, I'm sorry, asked who is the name of the poet. The poet is called Christian Bobin. And the book that is translated is called The Eighth Day, Selected Writing of Christian Bobin. I'm sorry, Elaine, you had some trouble hearing. So if no questions arise, just resting in presence altogether is wonderful in itself. So thank you for all your thank yous. I really loved being here. Oops, my voice is. I loved being with you all this week. I'm breathing in and breathing out all your comments that I'm reading in the chat. Yeah, Lizzie writes, Dana Day. Yes, thank you for your Danas. Thank you for your Danas. And yes, just to let you know, my husband is better. Things are not solved, but he's okay. friends. Have a lovely day. A new day. Thank you to all. See you soon on Sangha Live. I will be there practicing with you, if not teaching. I often come back to this wonderful Sangha. So, bye to you. Have a nice day. And I'm reading George's here next week. Martin will be here leading the sessions. See you then. Bye bye.